Now, alright. Welcome to my lair. I'm going to be showing you some of the most amazing things that I've ever gotten from thrift shops and showing you basically that you can be fashionable, you can look amazing on a budget. There's no reason that you should have to go buy brand new clothes from top of the line stores. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this blue velvet dress. I think it's swanky, I think it's beautiful, and it was probably less than $10. So I think this is something that places like American Apparel, H&M, whatever, would try to sell you for a lot more than that. So it's got this lovely back detailing. This was actually the outfit that I wore to the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses. Hi! You should definitely take fashion advice from me. I got this shirt at Goodwill and I probably got it for about, I'd say $5. All of the items in this video are thrifted unless otherwise stated. There are really, really cute things in thrift stores that fit really well, and if you style them the right way, you can have amazing results. So, in all reality, I probably wouldn't wear this shirt just like itself, but when I looked at the back, I saw that it had this really cool buttoning style. I started learning about cuffing things, folding them up, scrunching them, tucking them in. There's so many things that you can do when it comes to clothes that can really make a difference. They can bring an outfit to a whole nother level, and just a simple article of clothing can go from something that you would never wear to something that you look at and you're like, whoa, that looks really cool. So for me, one of my biggest things is I like to elongate my arms. I like to really accent the length of my arm, and I don't like wearing things that cut my arm in half basically and make it look really short. So I just like to fold things up. And when you're folding things up, every little detail matters. So say I folded this one, this thickness, about that thick each fold, versus, doing smaller ones. It all has an effect. And that's what I love about style and fashion. Makeup too. If your eyeliner is just the tiniest measurement higher, it makes a whole difference in how your face looks, how your eye shape looks, and everything. Just the slightest overlining of your lips could make them look horrible, but just a slight, less overlining could make them look amazing. So it's all about the details, people. It's all about the details. So, for me, I really like wearing my sleeves up here, and I like them to be higher on the outside. Everybody's got different features on their body that they want to accentuate, and they've got certain ones that they want to hide. And I feel like folding things up, tucking them in is like the perfect way to take everything to a different world. Not everything can be folded up like this. It won't work with everything, obviously, but for something like this, it's really cool. So see how that shirt just changed completely? Now I'm going to change it even more. I'm going to gather the material up at the waist like this, twist it. But yeah, so I just tie a little knot in it, and see, then it changes the look again. It brings these lines and wrinkles that really accentuate my waist, and they bring contrast between the bottom of what I'm wearing and the top of what I'm wearing. And then it also brings a whole new element to the back of the shirt. It creates kind of like a spread little, And I think that's so cool. It's fascinating to me, just the small differences. Sometimes I'll go to the thrift store and I'll see a pair of denim pants or something, and I'll be like, that looks amazing, but it's too short. My legs are way too long for this. A thing you can do is, they're capris now. They're not high waters, they're capris. And if you don't like the neat look, you can always just really messily, you can just change it, and you can push it up so that there's wrinkles right there. I love the look of wrinkles. I think they just look so cool. So essentially, you're just changing the look of the whole thing, just folding it up, and it can become a completely different item. I'm not necessarily sure if Birkenstocks go with everything, but I wear them with everything. I'm like, biker outfit, Birks. Fancy outfit, Birks. I love adding hats to everything. No, I don't know if these necessarily go like this, but that's the thing with like that's the thing with fashion that I love also is you can blend styles. You can take something that is fancy, take something that is boho, put them together. You can take something that is like punk rock, indie, whatever, and blend it together. There's certain things that obviously are not going to work together, but you have to experiment. You have to try things on. You can't just look at an article of clothing and say like, oh, those won't go together. You have to try. Come on, just try it. If you don't like it, you didn't lose anything. Maybe a few minutes of your time, but you could gain something amazing when you find a new outfit. Two things that go together that you never would have thought would look good, and they actually look good. I hate these things. I hate them with a passion. I've never in my life used these things. Never. I got this at a clothing swap meet, at the same swap meet as I got some of the other items in this video. So on the topic of preferring old things over new things, what's going on in society is people in companies have realized that if they make things very durable, they're gonna last a while, and you're not gonna be able to get that person's buck many times over. You're only gonna be able to get it that one time, because if you make a good product, it's gonna last that person a long time. So they've started making things way more cheaply, way more shittily, and I just prefer old clothes, because if an old article of clothing is still in a thrift store, at a Goodwill, at a vintage shop, it's probably durable if it's stuck around. And this article of clothing, this dress, it is a purple velvet dress. It's got a button detail, a slit, and then it's got a dip detail in the back, as you can see. And it's just very comfortable. It's something that I wear when I really want to feel a certain way about myself, which is very classy and very chic and sophisticated, but at the same time, like I'm a jazz singer in New York City or Chicago or something, and I love that. I very much identify with that. On top of the fact that they allow me to go out into public and do things so that I'm not naked, I love how clothes make me feel. I absolutely love how just putting on an article of clothing or a pair of shoes, some accessories, can just make you take hold of a certain feeling that you just didn't have before. I feel like we should all wear clothes that make us feel really good about ourselves. And this dress makes me feel like $1,000,000. And guess what? It only cost me like $6. So tell me that thrift shopping isn't awesome. You pair it with like a little jazzy bowler hat. It's like, I look like somebody who would perform on a stage, right? It's things like that that are so important in your journey and who you are, because you gotta feel like a boss, you gotta dress like a boss to be a boss. You have to do that for yourself. That's how I feel when I wear this. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna serenade you right quick. I love it. I absolutely love it. This dress is just me. I got these shoes at Value Village for maybe $2. got this at a thrift shop for a couple bucks. And just tucking things in places so that they're tighter and they accentuate your figure, or not tucking them in. I got this skirt for maybe $5. I got this at Goodwill, and when I saw it, I was like, what is this story? What is the story of this article of clothing? Because it's just very interesting, for sure. But I love giraffes, so. And so I'm taking this from a more like masculine cut, and I'm changing it and making it more feminine because this is a men's shirt, and I think that there are very blurry lines between all of that gender stuff, right? And then I can also change it up by buttoning one button. And then you can even more edit this look by buttoning the final button. And I got this at a thrift store for probably $3 or $4. This hat is too tight. It's my brother's hat. I thought I'd steal it so I could boy this look up even more. Whatever that means, right? Whatever boy means. You can even slut it up if you want. Nobody can stop you. Get some 90s crop top belly button action going on here. Yeah. And this I got at a thrift shop in Astoria, Oregon. It's got, you can probably not see this, but it's got like lacy, like flowery embroidery all over it. And when I saw it, I was like, I bet you money that the cutest old lady had this jacket before me. And I just, when I wear it, I just can imagine like going to the grocery store, going to the fabric store, picking out craft supplies. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of my grandma. And it's super sporty and fun. I love it. And it's got change in it. Like, there's like a hole in the pocket, and so there's a change that like somehow like worked its way to the sleeve. So it's lucky. That's what that means. So I got this at Goodwill, and I saw it, and I was instantly just like, I need this in my life. This is definitely one of the weirder things that I've ever bought thrifting, but I don't know what it was about it. I just had to have it, you know? I don't know if it's for a costume, I'm not sure. All I know is that I wore it to a house show. So fierce. So, this is one of the items that is my absolute favorite. I can't believe I found it at a thrift store and I didn't have to pay like $50 for it, because I honestly would pay $50 for this, but I got it for like $7. So I love when that happens. I like stripes. Do I? And like all my other things, you can roll the sleeves up or push up. I love it. It's got a pocket. I love pockets. I love pockets. They're the best. I got this at a clothing swap meet. I got this at Goodwill. And I got this gem, which isn't really an outfit, but it is thrifted. I got it at Goodwill, and it is absolutely spectacular. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some inspiration. I hope it opened your mind and your eyes to seeing that you can get great things from thrift stores, and just because something doesn't look amazing the instant you put it on your body and how it is doesn't mean that you can't tweak little things here and there to make it fit your individual style, make it fit your individual body, and basically just go crazy, have fun, blend styles, experiment, don't worry about what people think of you, and just go with what you feel is best for yourself. And also, we waste a lot of clothing. We waste a lot of things that could be repurposed and somebody else could get use out of. So I urge you to go to a Goodwill, check it out, look through the racks, genuinely look through them and try to find something. And if it's not your thing, that's fine, but I just urge you to give it a shot at least. I also forgot, I got this jacket. But I just love this jacket. I just get the vibe of like someone's boyfriend, you know what I mean? Like I just wearing my boyfriend's jacket or something. And it's Port Authority, so it's pretty nice and it's very warm. I love it. It's a very warm like fall winter jacket, so if you don't have any, go get yourself some.